Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Prime Minister to brief nation on matters of national importance today. Prime Minister Angie Holness has called a virtual press conference for 8 a.m. to brief the nations on matters of national importance. The announcement was made last night in a media release from the Office of the Prime Minister. The nation has been grappling with a crime wave as murders and shootings have escalated. This week, violence erupted in Spanish Town St. Catherine, disrupting schools, businesses, and leading to persons avoiding the old capital. According to police data up to June 12, there were 653 murders across the country, a 2.4% increase over last year. St. James alone recorded 106 murders, an increase of 34.2%, Westmoreland 65 murders, a 51.2% increase, and in St. Catherine North, there were 64 murders, a 39.1% increase. Murders increased by 200% in St. Mary. Jamaica is also facing a cost of living crisis, including rising gas prices. Skellion killed by gunman. Montego Bay has lost one of its icons to gunman as the parish of St. James continued to bleed relentlessly from over 100 murders since the start of the year. Clive Skellion Lee, an expert on watches, chains, and wedding rings, is the latest victim of the onslaught being unleashed on the parish. Lee, 78, who had been a staple in the historic Sam Sharp Square for decades, was revered from his skilled professionalism and easygoing manner. Reports are that his attacker at his store at about 9 o'clock yesterday morning, he reported a tussle with the gunman who shot him in the chest. He died while undergoing surgery at the Conway Regional Hospital hours later. His death has sent shockwaves through the city, with many of the town's residents jolted by the reality that a new breed of killers has taken over the town. Pained by the news of his death, Montegonians have taken to Facebook to express outrage. The new generation will allow no honor to legends and stalwarts, said one social media user. Lee thought those who came under his tutelage of the art watchmaking and those who knew him well speak of how gentle a soul he was. Lee was an active member of the Christian Businessmen Association years ago. It is not clear if the organization still exists. Man escapes robbery, harm on church grounds in Manchester. A man is counting his blessings after escaping an armed robber who attacked him as he left a church meeting in the Cedar Grove district in Manchester. According to preliminary reports, at approximately 7:30 p.m., the man was preparing to leave church grounds when he was pounced upon by a gunman who demanded the keys to his vehicle. The victim managed to escape in his motor car but was grazed by a bullet after his attacker opened fire. The police were processing the scene. St. James Police Chief vows to energize crime fighting. Superintendent Carlos Russell, the acting St. James Commander, is planning to ramp up the crime fight with a renewed push to flush out gangsters and lottery scammers and recover illegal guns in the island's bloodiest police division. The parish, home to the tourism capital of Montego Bay, recorded 106 murders up to June 12, and year-on-year 34.2% increase, nearly twice as many as second-place Westmoreland, which saw 65 homicides. We are putting in strategies to deal with the crime situation and also the public order in the town of Montego Bay, Russell told reporters. We are working with our intelligence, also our criminal investigations branch, and we are targeting the gangsters. We are going after the guns, and we are also looking at the lottery scammers. He said that community policing will play a key role in shoring up efforts to strengthen the relationship between the police and citizens of the parish. The St. James Police released the names of several persons being sought for questioning in connection with active investigations. Among them is Tajay Clark, otherwise called Fathead, who is of a Salt Spring address in the parish and who Scott believes can assist in the probe into a triple murder committed in Rose Heights last month. Christopher Campbell, a Norwood resident otherwise called Bigfoot, who recently returned from prison and is being sought for questioning as sleuths probe a double murder in Hendon, Norwood over a week ago. Among others, the police believe can assist with information in murder probes are O'Shane Earl, otherwise called Motobo, of Lottery and Spring Gardens, Kenroy Roach, otherwise called Ticker, of Hampton, Romain Thorpe, otherwise called Dutchman, of Lilliput, Oran Dunn, otherwise called Mike, of Paradise in Norwood, Leon Higgs, otherwise called Footer, of Rose Heights, Shaquille Brown, of 5 William Street in Montego Bay, Shane Morgan, otherwise called OK, of Upper King Street in Montego Bay, Marshall Dillon, otherwise called Jesus, of Norwood, Cliff Henry, of No Fixed Address, and Joshua Anderson, otherwise called Josh, of Norwood Heights. 18 other men were also asked to get in touch with cops regarding other investigations. The men are Alex Scott of Providence Heights, Jim Lee of Rentland in Mount Carey, Kevin White, otherwise called Chucky Don, of Mount Carey, Javon Campbell, otherwise called Cooking Oil, of Mount Salem, Sheldon Gray of Granville, Kamal Duncan of Flower Hill, and Daniel Gray, otherwise called 10 Floor. Lexroy Vance of Sandy Bay, Hanover, was named as wanted for escaping custody. Mikhail Michael of Hurlock District, Tor Bennett of Rose Heights, Kevin Francis of Pitford, Captureland, Romain Barnett of Mount Carey, Ashton Bedward of Norwood, Howard Brown, a man identified only as O'Shane, and another identified as Andrew Blacks, were also asked to get in touch with the police. The men or anyone knowing their whereabouts are being asked to contact the Montego Bay Police Station in Freeport, Police 119, Crime Stop 311, or the nearest police station. Crime trending down in Portland, say police. Despite an increase in murders across Jamaica, Commanding Officer for the Portland Police Division, Superintendent Kenneth Chin, is maintaining that the northeastern parish is still the safest place to do business, live and raise a family. Chin pointed out that the good but professional relationship between the police and citizens of Portland has allowed for a safer environment and has been bearing fruit, especially the period 2021 to present day, resulting in other major crimes trending down. According to Chin, the clear-up rate for major crimes including rape, murder, burglary, aggravated assault, and shooting is at 100%, which he said is pleasantly shocking when compared to other parishes that are grappling with the crime wave. We continue to catch the attention of the rest of Jamaica, as it is not normal for a division, especially over a 6-month period, to have a clear-up rate of 100% in serious and major crimes, said the superintendent. Chin added that such clear-up rate has never happened in the history of Jamaica and that it speaks volumes to what he described as the excellent relationship between the people of Portland and the police, who he said are trusted with the awesome responsibility to serve, protect, and to reassure. Portland still remains the safest parish to date, and we have 5 murders on record, which is the closest parish to us, having gone over 16 murders. I have set a target to the end of 2022 with less than 10 murders, and that we hope to achieve with help from our citizens, he added. According to police data, compared to the corresponding period last year, Portland has seen reductions in major crimes, including aggravated assault, where there is a decrease of 83%, robbery has decreased by 63%, breaking and entering decreased by 40%, shooting has decreased by 83%, cases of larceny decreased by 25%, and murder by 17%. The police are also keeping a close watch on some of the crime hotspots in Portland, including Manistee, Stewberry, Nonsuch, and Buff Bay. Students can apply for SLB loans online. The Students' Loan Bureau, SLB, is now accepting online applications. The development is a new feature of the Strategic Transformation of End Users Experience Portal, STEEP, which has been enabled by the entity redesigned website. Deputy Chief Director of the SLB, Charmaine Rose Anderson, said that Customers Portal allows the SLB to process the loans of applicants electronically, eliminating the need for persons to physically visit the office. The vision of the SLB is one where we have a self-service portal where customers can go online, transact their business, apply for their loan, submit their communication request to the SLB without having to visit our location, Rose Anderson said. Our customers, which include our students and guarantors, can submit their application and guarantor information all on the same portal. If I am guaranteed a loan for you, I do not have to give you my personal information. I should just go on and submit all the information as a guarantor without getting the student into my personal space, she noted, adding that persons will also be able to track their applications. Among the features of the portal is that it allows for the SLB to connect with third parties to confirm the accuracy of the information being submitted by the applicant, such as obtaining evidence of the student's acceptance and registration from universities. Rose Anderson said that entity is connected to Tax Administration Jamaica (TAG), which enables immediate validation of tax registration number (TRN) to reduce errors in the applications process. Once the TRN is entered into the system and an error is noted, the applicant will receive a message advising that the TRN is invalid, she pointed out. She said that the portal also connects to the Ministry of Labor and Social Security's program of Advanced Through Health and Education PATH system, enabling persons who benefit from PATH to immediately receive a 35% reduction on the loan application processing fee. Students don't have to walk with their card to prove that they are on PATH. When submitting the application and you indicated that you are PATH beneficiary, the system will go and check, she pointed out. The portal also connects with the credit bureaus in Jamaica. This feature is applicable for persons who are paying for their loan while they study. We need to know your creditworthiness or credit score for the loan that we are granting, and this is also the same for the guarantor, Rose Anderson said. The SLB's Deputy Executive Director noted that a benefit of the portal is that it facilitates real-time automated validation of the loan application process, so persons will know immediately if they have made errors. These checks are done instantaneously. Customers will not be applying and walking away thinking that everything is okay. Every step of the way, we are doing automated validation behind the scenes, so customers know upfront that the information they have entered is correct or incorrect, and corrections are made before the application can be completed, she said. Effective June 1, applications open on the SLB website for loans for the upcoming academic year. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.